Hey guys, and welcome back to Skizzlecraft. So today, I'm going to jump right in. I'm sick and tired of waiting. I need to get this thing built. I want the castle to look more like a castle and not just like a tower. But while I've been waiting, I actually only finished the last episode yesterday. But while I've been waiting, I did a little bit of... put this back on. Did a little bit of prep work for down here. Means all the digging on that section was already done. It's a bit difficult to see, but you can probably notice here I've marked out the staircase from where it's going to go. So once we get round to finishing this section, we're going to follow this bit we already built with the boathouse. And then the staircase is going to go this way. And then this way, we do have a lot more digging to do, but I just dug out the actual section where the stairs are going to be. And we go up this way and up here. Like this. It will be a lot faster when I've actually got stairs on it instead of having to jump up. But then it goes around like this, and all this needs to be removed at some point. And then the stairs will continue up here. Jump, jump, jump. You can see where it finally ends up. And it does this kind of weird curve bit and goes back and then goes back on itself again, which is strange, but I guess that's the way it fits. And yeah, that's the way it looks. I used the movie and I used my Lego castle, my Lego Hogwarts to kind of plan it out and make sure it fit properly. And that comes in, like I said, directly next to the portal. So yeah, so you'll actually come through and go through here to get into the courtyard, which is great. So yeah, we need to get this done. Like I said in the last one, I still need a lot more resources. I think I've got everything I need to do the actual framework, the actual outside, and then we can work on the inside afterwards. So I just need to hop over to my creative world where I've got the layout and just check if there's anything else underneath before I start building it up, because if there is any more digging that I need to do, I'd rather do it now while it's open. It'll be a lot easier. I don't think there is. I think underneath here is just blank. I do need to speak to a couple of people who've got super smelters, or who I know have got super smelters anyway, and see if I can go and have a look at them, because I really need a super smelter for all the smooth sandstone that we're going to be needing. Because I was thinking underneath this section might be a good place, because it's close enough to where we've got the storage room that if I put stuff in, I can be going back into the storage room and it's not going to unload the chunks. Plus, it should be easy enough to put a small staircase or like water column or something down here, and then we can just have like a full row of furnaces along here, and it's plenty of space. So yeah, I'm going to find out who's got a super smelter at some point in the next couple of days, and see if we can go over and have a look. What's this? I was getting sand, so I figured you could use this. Smooth sandstone! Yes! Thank you, Stout. Where's my neighbour? He's over behind the Quidditch pitch, which I don't think I actually showed you. Let's have a fly up. The Quidditch pitch is not there yet, but I kind of laid out the outside of the castle. There is some small things around these, but we've got these little sections that come out. This section here is where the Whomping Willow is going to be, which is going to take a lot of terraforming. And then over here, we've actually got this big oval, which is going to be the Quidditch pitch. As you can see, it's quite far. I need to get rid of that. Yeah, so this is going to need terraforming and removing all the trees, and yeah, it's going to take a lot of work, because this kind of has to go uphill to this section here. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. I mean, at the minute, I'm complaining because yeah, I'm having to destroy lots of stuff and a lot of digging, but I think the terraforming when we get over there is going to be, it's going to be hard work. But anyway, let's get started on this. I want to get the first wall done. building is going, I guess. It's going slowly. Well, it feels like it's going slowly. It's been hours and hours so far. And I think we've got quite a lot done, but yeah. We're not quite halfway yet. So we've still got a lot to do. We've still got this whole section all the way around here. We've got goats that keep spawning now that is stone. Just lying around. So these guys keep showing up, which might have to shove them somewhere to breed later, but then again there's goats everywhere. So my biggest problem right now is the snow. Trying to figure out how to stop the snow coming in here without carpeting everything, because, well, this is like patterned, it's detailed. If we can actually get rid of some of this so we can see properly. So this is detailed, so I can't really cover it up with carpets without it looking silly, especially since we've used the logs. And I don't really want to have torch spam like this. I mean, this doesn't even get rid of half of it, and it's already too many torches. So I don't really know what my next option's going to be, other than going all the way up to build limit with a ridiculous amount of glass and putting a massive glass ceiling, which is going to take a long time. So we'll have to figure that out. I mean, I do have multiple shulker boxes of sand, but that's not going to be anywhere near what we need. It's going to be thousands and thousands to cover like everything. I mean, I know we only need to cover the snowy areas, but as most of this, the castle is a snowy biome, we need a lot. I mean, you can kind of see where it goes out of the snowy biome, where the snow stops. And the same on here. None of this is snowy, but as soon as you get to there, this whole section snows all the time. So, yeah, I don't really know what to do about it. I'll have to see if there's a way I can light it up. But the problem is I need light level, is it 9 or 11? I can't remember, to stop the snow. Let's have a look what we've got here. 11. So it must be above level 11, stops the snow. So that's really close to the light sources. It's going to take quite a lot to do it, and then the whole thing is just going to be completely bright. There's going to be no atmosphere at night time. If you've got any suggestions for the snow, let me know. Maybe building this in a mountain range wasn't the best idea. Maybe I should have found a plains biome and just built my own mountain. Would have made things a little bit easier. But anyway, let's have a fly up. This is what we've got so far. We've got this whole section left to do. And I have done the inside, not decorated, but the flooring and the pillars and everything inside. I've not quite finished this wall. That's what I'm on to next. I just needed, well, my arm needed a little bit of a break. So we've got staircases going into the different areas. We've got staircases going down here. It's just a little spiral one. And then this bit goes over here, which goes into the main tower, into the grand staircase. So, yeah, it's going. This walkway goes into this next section of the building. So we've got all the spruce and oak in the chests ready for that. And this room, once we get it done, is actually going to be... yeah, this is going to be the entrance to the Philosopher's Stone puzzle thing, where the trapdoor is. So this is the area I need to try and build Fluffy. So, yeah. Not a big space, but I'm sure we can figure something out. Wait. I haven't got a sword on me. Well, where did he spawn? Thought I had this whole section lit up. For some reason, I do keep getting spawns, even though everything shows as lit up. I mean, they can't spawn on stairs. I don't know why they're coming from there. Everything is more than level 1 light level. I'm going to have a fly around. Is it coming from up there? No, it shouldn't be, because there's torches on that. There's torches up there. Not quite sure where it's coming from, but it tends to be around here where creepers and skeletons keeps showing up. But anyway, where are we now? Let's see if we can get out. So this wall I'm going to do next. We've got the towers over here again. As you can see, now it's snowing. This is all going to be covered. I've got a lot of torches hidden in this section, so this is not too bad. But if it is like level 11, I thought it was 9. You can actually see once there, because if this just forms snow here, that's spawning at 9, but it's not on the 10s. That's also at 9. I need to have a play around with this. It could just be I need to get rid of it and then everything needs to be above level 9, but the torches won't actually melt it properly. We'll find out. I've still got snow lying all over the place inside as well, which needs to be removed. And the next thing we need to start working on is this tower and then connecting this to the next building. Now, over in that tower, actually, let's fly up, back up there. Is it this one? No, I think it's the floor below. I honestly can't figure out my way around here yet. It takes a little bit of time to get used to it. Is it this one? Okay, here it is. This is what I was looking for. This section here is actually going to be a bathroom. So this is going to be the girls' bathroom. And under here, at some point, is going to be the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets. So I need to build the sinks here. This is going to be toilets. I just started marking out like toilet cubicles. So this is going to be that circular sink that's going to go down into the Chamber of Secrets, which I am actually going to dig out and build at some point. But I'm going to speak to a couple of people who are good at redstone first before I decorate this and build all the details, and see if they can figure out a way, once I put the blocks in, to have it open. So, I mean, I can just put a button or something on it and then see if we can have it to actually open the floor into the pipe that goes down to the Chamber of Secrets. So that is the location of that, and that is actually right here in the archway. So that is as far as we got so far. I need to take a little bit of a break for today because I've been on I've been building for about 6 hours so far, just today, not including yesterday. So I think I need to take a little bit of break from building, or just from playing. Maybe I actually think my arm needs a break. So I'm going to go do something else, and then we'll come back on and do a little bit more building, either later on tonight or tomorrow. The building's going well. Just drop these shulker boxes in. I'm just dropping shulker boxes in here as I empty them from the building. But we've got one more section to go. We've got this side done, this side done, and I've just finished this side, as you've seen up here. And now we've got to work on this one. We have a fly up. You can see how it's looking. So this wall's not done at all yet. Actually, I think we land up here. We can turn that off. So this wall here I've not done at all yet. So this one I was starting to build up at the same time I did this part, and just stopped when we got to the roof because it's going to be a bit awkward building the floors and stuff if the roof is already on. So I thought I'd do that with it. So we've got this section to do, including this tower, and we've got the tower on that corner left to do. This, I've done half of the archway here, and that's going to go into another building that's going to be in this section, which then eventually will join onto the building here and then head out to this section, which is the bridge, which I know that bridge is a movie thing. It's not actually in the books, but it's part of the castle designs. It's on a lot of pictures, so I thought I'd add it in. Over there, we're going to have Hagrid's hut. So this section is going to be terraformed a lot. This all needs bringing up the terrain, but that's going to be later. So yeah, we need to start working on this now, but we can have a quick look inside. We have got a lot of snow. I've been trying to go through and get rid of some of the snow and just light it up, but it takes a little bit of time. Once we've got the snow inside removed, then I don't have to do it again. I've still not figured out a solution for outside, but I'm starting to think I'm just going to have to deal with it. I'm carpeting all the roofs, but I think the walkways and stuff, we're just going to have to, and the terrain, we're just going to have to deal with it. So, yeah. We've got these sections done, which are dormitories. So these are all going to have beds and stuff in. And it does go up into this section, and we've got more up here. So these are all going to be decorated at some point. This goes through into the next section, down this side. And honestly, some of these rooms, I can't remember what's supposed to be in them, but I do have blueprints and like written things about the castle. There's the scaffolding I was missing. There's like blueprints online and things like that that show where things are in the castle. So I'm going to add as much as I can. Just trying to make sure everything's spawn proofed as well. Oops. So we go down here. This is where it leads into the grand staircase. So I don't know if I can actually get to every room that I've built just yet, but I think once the last section's done, there should be enough staircases into each of the different sections to actually get us around. So this section here is what will join on to that floor. We've got that platform. It's going to extend all the way out to connect to the floors up there. So there will be ways to get around everything. This section leads out into the courtyard and then goes down into here as well. And then winds round into all these other little sections. This actually doesn't have a way out. Need to double check if I've done that part right. This one goes out into a bridge that will lead into the next section over here, which we've got the windows and all the decoration done on the outside, which I think is looking really nice. So I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far. It's a giant maze. I will figure it out. Yeah, this is the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets. So I will figure out my way around eventually, but it might take a while. There might end up being areas of the castle that I never see again after I've built it. So yeah, for now, yeah, we need to start building. Let's see if we can get this done quickly. Now the building's done, I realised we spent all the time building, and this episode is not actually very long, so we've got a few other things I need to do. Firstly, I need to dig out an area, because I definitely need a super smelter if I'm going to be doing the rest of this castle. I do have quite a bit left over from this build, because I kind of calculated some things wrong. Oops. That. Get rid of that. Oh, this is covered in snow already, which is annoying. But yeah, I thought we could build a super smelter somewhere around here. Maybe underneath here, so we can just have like the chests here going in and out, and then I can build a big space underneath. It doesn't need to be completely visible. I mean, we could do something that's visible here, but I'm going to see if I can get some help with that. But I think the first thing I need to do is dig out a space under here for, well, where the furnaces and the redstone's going to be. So I think we need to get that done now.
The amazing thing is I've got some stuff that I need to smelt, so I'll stick it in here. So that stops. And this cart will now fill halfway up. Oh, yeah, just over half. And then off it goes. And the best thing is every single one works.
Yeah, let me get that. Oh, so it fills them up evenly.
Yeah, it fills them all up evenly.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay, so the mine cart stops until it's half full.
Yeah, it stops till it's half full, and then it goes and it drops stuff.
But what if there's not enough items to fill it by half?
As soon as it's full, it will go. Because basically, as soon as this chest, basically this gate here, this fence gate here, is what's holding it or taking it. So you see when it's closed, that's actually recognizing that there's stuff inside here.
Yeah, okay.
But it's also recognizing what's inside the cart. See, the cart stops to fill up a bit, and then it goes.
Yeah. Okay, so it'll go when the minecart's half full or when the chest's empty.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when the chest is completely empty, it's almost about to be empty.
Yeah.
So it should. There you go. It's completely empty. So when it comes back, it will just go up and go straight back down.
Perfect. That's exactly what I need.
Yeah. So this way what you can do is you can have these segments for your fuel and for your smeltables, but you can just add more chests off the back of this one.
Yeah.
I think what you would have to do is put the hopper on top of this chest, because I'm worried if you put it at the back, this comparator over here may lock it.
Yeah, okay. But it'll be going from the top anyway. Either that or I'll just have the chest, like, I'll build it so the chest is what I see. But yeah, it would be good if I can fit multiple chests.
Yeah, what you could do is you could put the hopper on top and then just do like a hopper chain of chests around. So then you can just fill up as much as possible.
Cool. Is there an on-off switch so the mine carts don't keep going when you're not using it?
I was thinking about that. I actually wanted to test that 1 second. Because I think it should be as simple as my redstone. Typical, I've got no levers in it.
It's fine, I've not even got a redstone box yet.
Yeah, that's why.
I've not done my ender chest.
I've almost done my ender chest. Ooh, will this affect this one? Think. Yeah. So you can just put a lever on top on that block there.
Yeah.
And when you turn it off, it will stop the minecart.
Yeah, I just have to figure out, because if I want this all underground, then I have to figure out how to have the lever so it's above. But
You'll need to do like.
It's but it would basically just be powering this block on and off on it. So.
Yeah.
There's multiple ways to do that. That's fine.
Yeah. It's just it's getting the redstone to go into it that won't affect the circuit, kind of thing.
Yeah. So if this if this block is powered, then it'll turn everything off.
Yeah. So if you put power into that, because if I turn that now off, it will send it off, and everything should work fine. Let's have a check. Just put something in there to smelt quickly and see if it'll stop. Yeah, works fine.
So I've been playing around a little bit with this. I've not got this section hooked up yet, but I've been just down here trying to play around, and I have switched this out, just flipped it, so we can have an on-off switch, which just joins here up into a lever that's at the top. So that turns the system off, which means, well, as you can see now, the minecarts will stay where they are. So yeah, I don't really want the minecarts running all the time when I'm not using it, but I thought we can give this a bit more of a try. I did put some stone in, and oh, that was out my pocket. It's melted really fast. So I didn't really get much chance to look in the furnaces and see if it's kind of smelting evenly. So I thought what we can do is bring out, let's just check this is empty. Yeah. I've got a full shulker box of sandstone. So actually I think we'll turn this on before I do anything. Before I put anything in, we'll turn it on. Because then we can see if it's working properly, because it should run straight away because the chest is empty. Let me get some scaffolding so I get up there. Which means when I actually put stuff in this chest, the minecart should stop until the minecart's got 2.5 stacks in. So I'm going to smelt up a full shulker box of sandstone. Can I get in there? Okay, yeah. I did say it was a bit more than 2.5 stacks. But that should... And stop again till it fills up. We can go and have a look at the furnaces. That's got 3 in. That one's got 3 in. Okay, they've all got like 2 or 3 in, which seems to be exactly what I want. I removed the last 2 because when I did try with the stone, these had 13 in. And then once it got to here, these had 5. So I don't know why, but I just got rid of the last 3 and it seems to be working fine. So we've got 5 in there, 5 in there. Seems to be working. We've not got a lot of coal, but I just shoved what I had loose. I've got lots and lots of coal ore that needs, yeah, just needs a bit of time with my fortune pickaxe to sort that. But I think, can't really get up. This should be empty probably. Yeah. So we do need some more coal, lots more fuel putting in, but eventually that'll be replaced with kelp blocks. Oh, it was actually going really fast. This seems to be working. I'm just going to give this a couple of minutes, see how fast it takes, how quick it is to smelt a full shulker box, and then I'll be back with you. Okay, so we took about 10 minutes-ish. We're missing 1.5 stacks, but it's because I ran out of coal. I need to have a look why, because the coal is evening out over here. Like they've all, well, those have all got 11, but then this one's got 8, and this one has run out. So I'm not quite sure why it's done that. But anyway, it took about 10 minutes. Yeah, the rest of them are empty. These 2 would have been finished if they didn't run out of fuel. We do need a lot more fuel putting in, which is why we need the kelp farm. But for the full shulker box, it took us about 10 minutes. So that's not bad, since it took us a lot longer than that before. So we can take all this smooth sandstone into here. I know we do need normal sandstone as well, but we're going to need the smooth, so we might as well have used that to test it. So we'll take the last of this sandstone out of here. I think that's all of it. Yeah, I think that's everything. And that is, well, that's done. So the super smelter is working. The only thing we need to do now is to get all the fuel filled up and then hook up the input and output properly from up there. So I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. I mean, I'm tempted just to do hoppers all the way down. I mean, I can put 2 hoppers and then have one going into the side and one into the top. Would also work, so that'll go twice as fast. So I could actually do that. Might be a good idea. Because then I can fill it up and just give it a minute before I switch the lever on to actually start it going. So the chests can fill up a little bit, and I've got enough hoppers. You know what? Let's do it now. There we go. So we've got the hoppers going all the way up. So let's just see if we can test how fast this goes. If we put a full stack in there and then head down, we should see it will go straight in. Okay, so it doesn't actually take that long to start filling up. So I think that's fine if we just have the hoppers like that for for the input going in. Because another option would be to just put some powdered snow and like throw a stack at a time in. But that's going to be well, it's going to be a bit annoying, I think. When I want to do multiple shulker boxes full. So yeah, this works. Let's take our shulkers of stuff up. There's one more thing we need to do, but I'm not going to be doing it just yet because I need to figure out the room above, and that is to get our output. Where was my redstone box? We can just make that into a double chest for now. So we're going to want our output to be up in the room at the top. Same with the input. Oh, it's that way. That's why. So I'm going to need like a dropper clock or something with a bubble elevator going up. But that's a job for another day. Because now, yeah, I need to log off because it's late. And I've been working on this episode for, well, a week. I actually started this episode about 20 minutes after I uploaded the previous one, and I'm still going. And I think we're going to leave it there for today. We've got the super smelter done. We've got a lot of the caves lit up underneath the base. And we got this lovely section of the castle done. And we're actually starting to look like a castle. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. Let me know in the comments what you think of the area. And, as I've asked multiple times, let me know if you've got an idea for stopping the snow. It's driving me crazy. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.